Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Risk of Rain 2. Now that I've turned it down in-game, I'm going to turn it up on my end. Okay, so Risk of Rain 2 just got the Skills 2.0 update. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to change my loadouts yet, so I'm going to assume that we don't have that. So you do have music at max volume. Yeah, but I have the overall audio down at 10%. It was at 20% earlier, and apparently that was too loud. Like, I could turn this up to 100, and that's 100%. But if the master is down to 10, then everything else should be down? Question mark? I don't even know. Anyway, you do challenges to unlock loadouts. Oh, okay. Is there a way I can see these? Challenge. Let's see. Why can't I just scroll down on these? So, 3 combat shrines in a single stage, that's doable, depends on RNG. Glorious Battle would be tough. Will be tough. That's kind of one that just happens randomly. Discover and activate 8 Newt altars. I should probably start doing that. Oh, I'm like halfway on that one. 15 boss monsters in a single run, that should be easy enough. Die 3 fiery deaths. I'm not sure about that one. Moon Worshipper sounds scary. Okay, unique Guardian of Siren's Call. This is the one we want to do if we want to get Loader. So, land killing blow and overloading worm. 20 stages in a single run without picking up any lunar items. Commando, obliterate yourself with the obelisk on Monsoon. Well, I mean, some of these are more doable than others. So it looks like we should probably just start playing as different characters and we'll figure it out. I think I'm just going to do a Huntress Run, so start and finish Rally Point Delta without falling below 100% health. Ooh. Collect and carry 12 crowbars, and obliterate yourself with the obelisk. They really want me to obliterate, so I guess we'll work on that one. But I like the Huntress, so I'm probably just going to roll her. Let's see, and I don't feel like doing a Monsoon. I'm probably going to throw myself on... stay on normal for the time being. I'd like to get Loader, but it's not the only thing that I'm going to be doing today, so... Where's the button? That's the button to sprint. There we go. Did they do a visual overhaul? Something looks different. Oh, there they are. And I'm not sure what it is, but something looks vaguely different about the game right now. I think it must be the outlines. Maybe? I don't know. I'd have to go back and double check. Let's see. But yeah, I know where Loader is. I looked that up beforehand, so I could go get him relatively easily. Might take a run or two, kind of depending, but eh. Okay, and I actually almost have enough money. Okay. Might as well do that. I'm not actually sure which... Well, that actually does do a reasonable amount of damage, especially to the big guys. But yeah, RNG on stage spawning, or if we get to the market, I can actually demand one or the other. Well, we get Bundle of Fireworks. Not really what I'm looking for. Fireworks can be really ridiculous if you have a lot of them, but I always find they're kind of unsatisfying, because once you've opened everything, then you're just kind of stuck, and it's not great. So did they redo the skills? They rebalanced some things, but I don't think they've redone anything yet. What they did do is they added a lot more. So say if you don't use Blink on the Huntress anymore, you might be able to actually slot in a new ability there, which is actually kind of cool. I'm not entirely sure what the new ability is going to be. I'm going to have to unlock that myself before I can actually make a judgment call on whether or not it's better. But I still think that's a cool system, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all works. Let's see. They also added another character. What is this? Is this the Shrine of the Woods? I'm gonna pop the Shrine of the Woods just for the time being. Oh, does that only work while you're here? Okay, never mind. Playing around with the new Artificer abilities. It's a solid meh. Shame. I mean, happens. They've been pretty good at integrating feedback in interesting ways. Not to mention, there's going to be bound to be a mod that's going to roll in and fiddle things around. So even if it's a solid meh now, maybe it won't be later. Let's see. I'm going to grab the bullets. I guess I'll take that instead of the fireworks. I'll keep the tough times, though. Let's see, will I be doing multiplayer today? I'm gonna go get the loader. At the very least, that's a new one. Instantly kill low health elite enemies. That's kind of nice. Let's see. But I'm gonna get the loader at least and do one run with him, probably. And then I might open it up. It varies a little bit. My schedule's not actually that tight today. I've got 2 other new-ish things that I should be covering, specifically Session, which is the Tony Hawk Pro Skater style, like, skating game, came out earlier today. I think in early access, but, like, I grew up with Tony Hawk Pro Skater as, like, one of my main games that I'd play relentlessly when I was a kid. So I want to check that out. Unfortunately, it's kind of one of those where I always played those games with moon gravity on, so I'm not actually that interested in the game unless it has moon gravity as well, just because it's not going to feel like the same game to me. I've tried more recent skater games, and I just couldn't get into them. It just felt wrong. I feel like I do more damage now. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. Okay, anything interesting out here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Hey, thank you, Verisog, for the 500 bits. Did I thank you for the 1,000 yesterday? I have no idea if I did or didn't, but thank you all the same. I had a fan come to stream a while back, and they had, I think they had recognized Azarath's name or something like that, but that was weird. It was one of those where they recognize the names that I occasionally thank. And so at some point somebody's probably going to be, show up to my streams and be like, "You're that Verisog guy that keeps giving Wander money." It's inevitable. I'm sure. Okay. What the heck is this thing? I've never seen this one before. Bonus damage to nearby enemies. Ooh. Oh, I didn't check up there. Okay, doesn't look like we can get in the door, and kind of slim pickings for first items here. I was really hoping for more goodies out of this, but no dice. Big fan of roguelike games. Your channel is a great source of content for those games. Keep up the great videos. I am actually being buried in roguelikes. I still haven't finished Dicey Dungeons. People still want me to play Undermine. I've got this, I've got Void Bastards. Let's see, I've got Crying Suns tomorrow. This month has been very aggressive roguelikes. I love it, but it's weird. I'm used to actually having to roll a roulette to actually, like, get my roguelike fix. And they have firmly, like, taken over much of my channel again. Which is nice, because that's where I got my start, kind of. One of the most successful series that ever did very early on was a tiny little roguelike called Runers. And for me at the time, like, it was getting 500 views an episode, which was, like, markedly better than anything I had up until that point. So it was just kind of like, alright, people really like roguelikes. And that's fine, because, like, even before that, I was playing nothing but Tower of Guns to some degree. Because that was such a good practice game to get better at commentating. Did she get, like, squirmier? She certainly feels like she has less health. Or, yeah, I do more damage. I don't know. Hard to say. Hey, Queen's Gland. I will take it. You're getting really good at Dicey Dungeon. It's a fun game, and it's one of those where it's very mechanically consistent. If you know what you're doing, you can pretty much win most of the time, unless RNG decides to kick you in the nuts, which has happened numerous times. But you know what? Whatever. Everybody yells at me for Hall of Mirrors, though. I love Hall of Mirrors. More dice, better. So regen was nerfed heavily. Cool. We might actually get to some Dicey Dungeons tonight, because yeah, I'm totally out of episodes for that on YouTube. I'd like to be more consistent with these things, but too many new games keep coming out. Too many new roguelikes keep kind of demanding space on my slots. And I also am a dumbass and decided to start playing Everspace, because I know they're doing a Kickstarter for Everspace 2, which admittedly won't be a roguelike this time around, but whatever. I was like, yeah, let's see if that's any good. And the answer is, yeah, it's actually pretty good. I turned on a money multiplier for that game, and it makes it feel so much better. Because it's just like, oh, I died. Well, whatever. I've got a shit ton of money I can spend on upgrades, and I don't have to worry about it. Not really sure if that was worth it. Okay, got anything interesting up here? Nope. What about down here? Can I... I really wish I could check to see what challenges I had in the middle of a run. Like, there's that little objective marker on the right side, and it's such a weird waste that you can't use that to keep track of challenges. Or maybe you can, and I've just never found that feature. If so, please tell me, because that would be amazing. Ooh, backup magazine. I like that. Let's see. Oof. I'm gonna need some heals, though. I'm not the most durable little huntress. Nor am I particularly wealthy, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I know 12 crowbars is one of them. Obliterate self is one of them. I've forgotten what the last one was. But suffice to say, I think that's going to be the most inconvenient of them. Rally point Delta, taking no damage. Yeah, that sounds like I'm going to need some mad shields to get that one done. I'm not even sure, which is Rally Point Delta? Rally Point Delta is the first level, yeah? Might be worth playing multiplayer, chucking it on easy, and then just hiding in a corner or something. Okay, that's snow level. I can never remember. I got money? Yeah, I got money. Okay, do I want to just kind of bail here? Yeah, mad shields or transcendence. Neat mod in Everspace. That sets your HP to 50% with every jump. Oh, yeah, that would be pretty dang good. A lot of these gooners just kind of hanging out here. Oop. I usually overstay my welcome on these. I'm not sure if I want to this time around. Overkill for that guy, but whatever. Okay, do we have enough? Yeah. I'm just hoping I can get enough healing here to lead me through stuff. Well, there's the crowbar. Okay, so this will be the last thing I think I save up for, and then we'll bail. Or not bail, we'll hit the teleporter, and then whatever I don't buy, I don't buy. Drones. It actually freaked me out a little bit with them all exploding like that. I'm like, should I be worried? Okay. Crowbar. And then let's see. Do I see... There it is. Those little fireflies to tell you where the teleporter is. That is such a nice feature. Took me forever to figure that one out. Much to the chagrin of many a YouTube commentator. Like, it's finding it's easy. Look for the sparkles. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? This is like 10 episodes in. I'm like, oh, those sparkles. Hey, Beetle Queen again. Not sure if that actually hit. Now let's see if I get another beetle gland here. Unfortunately, 2 beetle glands does not actually... Ow? 2 beetle glands does not actually, grant me extra bonus beetles. Much to my eternal sadness. Okay. Oops. Probably shouldn't stay inside that. I'm assuming that's death. My kingdom for a little bit of health. Health regen. Oh, what do we get? Nope, we get a wax quail. You know what? All things considered, right now wax quail's okay. Let's see, does Wanda ever play with others when playing this? I do, but not when there's new content to be checked out. I don't want to spoil it-ish, if that makes sense. Like, I want to unlock Loader, and then I want to use Loader before I invite other people to join me tonight. Because otherwise, like, it cheapens the product, question mark? I realize that, like, my standards are probably too high and most people probably don't care. If I was playing with another, like, YouTuber or streamer, maybe I'd be fine with this sort of thing, but even then, I think I'd rather still find this sort of thing on my own first. Then I'll start including other folks. It's just easier this way, too. Because I had a lot of people... sorry, you might hear some knuckles here. Bustling fungus would be pretty nice. We don't have much for healing. But it'll do the trick. That's a pretty hefty heal, too. We might want to try... Oh, Drizzle regen bonus was accidentally applied to all difficulties. They removed it. Wait, so, like... When was that... Was that just always there? Up until this patch and they finally got rid of that? Because, if so, good, but also... Oh, yeah, since launch. That would explain some things. I was wondering about that, and it's like, I am very low on health. It's not coming back very quick. Luckily, Bustling Fungus should kind of help. I don't stand still very often. I'm not seeing a whole lot of chests here. I'm sure there are more, but... I'm not sure if I want the backup or the ocular HUD. Okay, and I don't know if we have anything else around here. But yeah, that's certainly going to make Monsoon a little tougher. I'm going to go with the crit rate. I currently don't have a single bit of glasses, so it seems like it's worthwhile. Huh. That actually means there's not a whole lot of, like, base in combat healing to begin with, then. I missed the old... what was the flask? It was the healing flask from Risk of Rain 1. That was the one that I would just, like, stack like crazy. And yeah, I know Cautious Slug got buffed. A lot of the, like, T1 bits of equipment got buffed pretty heavily. Let's see, Wild Metamorphosis is in private beta now. Okay. Well, I should probably bug him about that in a day or two. For people that don't know, other roguelike that I'm really looking forward to a major update for is Nova Drift. And Wild Metamorphosis is the new patch. I'm super stoked for that, because Nova Drift is probably one of my favorite roguelikes. It's pretty rad. And so... I've been waiting for that new patch. Honestly, ever since he even, like, mentioned it was going to be a thing. And so now it's, like, very soon. I'm super excited for that. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and wait for cash. I think. Please be defensive item. That's worthwhile. I do hope at some point they reskin the Beetle Guardian that you get as, like, kind of its own thing. I realize that mine's a little bit pinker, but that's... I could do with a little bit more of, like, a unique visual for it. Okay, medkit. Grabbing another one of those is probably a good idea. Let's keep going. I'm not, like, totally strapped for cash and time. Let's see, did the quail get nerfed? I don't think so. I feel like, you know, the way to nerf the quail is just have it be like, it just boosts you for as long as you're holding the space bar. That'd be like the easiest way to make it not ridiculous. Because yeah, the wax quail as it was, and I'm assuming still is. Eck. A lot more kickback here, I'm noticing. Ow. That ain't worth it. I was like, maybe I could just stand still for a second. That was a foolhardy venture. That said, oh, bustling fungus is good stuff. But yeah, so like, the longer you hold spacebar, the more you shoot forward, maybe? I don't know, there's a couple of different ways that they can handle it, but I think that would be a very good way of handling it. So you don't just, like, press it once and then rocket into the future. You can kind of, like, do a light tap and just rocket forward, you know, the equivalent of one quail. And then the longer you hold it, the more quail boosts you effectively expend to zip through. I don't know, that would be really cool. And now I'm gonna have a billion people coming to tell me how to get the loader. This were any other game, I'd be timing you guys out for this. But I already know, so it doesn't matter too much. In general, if I'm not asking, please don't tell me stuff like that, because it's not kosher. More of a learning thing than it actually matters this time around. But somebody might want to find that sort of thing out, like, on their own. And they're going to be kind of miffed if you spoil that for them. Just like, ooh, that's a big wisp there. Oh, somebody asked. Okay. I missed that. I just saw, like, several people popping in. To get the loader, you do the thing. I don't know. I've had a lot of people, I've been knocking down spoilers for Borderlands 3 for the past couple days. Most of them are mild, because not as many people are doing it, but I had one or two that just spoiled the ending. And I caught it before I, like, read the whole thing, so I'm kind of on a hair trigger. I apologize. I don't know. Spoilers are one of those, like, kind of bugging things for me, that is just, like, I don't like it when people do them. Unless the game... Ooh, Leeching Seed. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we've got at least a little bit of healing that isn't, that doesn't require me to be static. I totally forgot about Leeching Seed as an option, because, I don't even know. Okay. But, it's a bad habit of mine to get, like, triggered by some people doing something elsewhere. You know what? I should just be popping these open. In retrospect. I don't actually have to get them, I just have to pop open the nude altars. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just feel bad when, like, people are just innocently informing other people. It's just... You deal with enough not-so-innocent spoiling, and after a while, all spoiling is bad. Anyway, let's see. So we're just going to... clear through here. Unfortunately, it really is up to RNG whether or not we get that fourth level. So we're just going to kind of keep pushing along. Ooh. I've never actually been on this little branch before. It's never spawned for me, I don't think. So it's kind of interesting to have this here as an option. Pop that open. What did we get? That's a new one. Volcanic Egg. Transform into a speeding draconic fireball. That sounds fun. I don't know if it's good, but it sounds fun. Out of my way, nerds! Okay, this is pretty good. It's got a short cooldown, too. That's cool. I like that. I almost wish this game had a system of... I'm gonna say ability upgrades. Ooh, sweet. Like, it would be really neat if there was actually a mild progression system that you could do. Like, if you pick up a second volcanic egg, it gives you, like, a mild option. For example, maybe option A lets you continue to shoot while you're running around as the fireball. More or less just gives you a heavy damage AoE aura. Let's see, what do we got here? But it might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna go for the fire, though. I need some damage. Actually, I don't. I'm doing pretty well damage-wise. But I want that. Let's see. You still take damage in that form. Be careful. I'm sure I do. But that contact damage is really good for just blowing through things. But, you know, maybe another upgrade would straight up be... you have, like, the detonation gets bigger, or just a bunch of, like, little cool upgrades to make usable items scale in an interesting fashion. Okay. I might die. Oh, interesting. I did die. Not the greatest start, but that's fine. Do we want to throw this on easy so I can get Loader? Not overwhelmingly, but it might not be a bad idea to get those challenges done. Let's take a look at them. Let's see. Demon Hermit Crab's kind of hard. Activate the Newt Altars. I gotta remember to do that. Lunar Items. Yee. Fiery Deaths. That was not one of them. Oh. Defeat the unique guardian of the Gilded Coast without any beacons deactivating. Oh. Okay, so Commando. 20 stages in a single run without picking up any lunar items. That's doable, but that's really long, and I don't like that. Let's see, MUL-T. Defeat 2 Beetle Queens without leaving the teleporter zone. Does it have to be at once? It might be. Yeah, so every single one of them wants an obliteration. Well, we could do an engineer. 100% calculated might be kind of hard, but with looping it might not be so bad. Oh, are there only 2? There's only 2 engineer challenges, actually. I wanted to try the Huntress ones. Oh, obliteration is for skins. Got it.